Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah and in today's video we are going to be market prepping together, and this is actually the last market vlog before Festival Day. I can't believe it. I am super excited. I'm pretty nervous, a little stressed out. You know how it is. I mean, this is the one and only event I go to every year, so it has to be good. Also, I'm sure you could tell, but I do not feel good at all. Of course, I caught a cold of some kind again. I just got over the one in January where I was sick for like a month. So this is very annoying. I'm really hoping that it goes away a lot faster than the last time. I have a lot of things I need to do in the next 12 days. I think that's right. I'm leaving on the 15th and that will be set up. And then the next day will be market day, festival day. I am currently embroidering the mouths on these googly eye monsters because, as you can tell, I haven't done them yet. I'm not really in the mood to embroider because I've been making a lot of minis and a lot of other projects that have eye embroidery, so embroidery is not very fun when you have to do it over and over again. These guys need to be finished because I need to get tagging ASAP. I have not tagged anything. The only things that are tagged are things left over from my last festival, so I need to get tagging over this next couple of weeks. Well, less than a couple of weeks. A week and a half. So I need these guys finished so I can tag them and get them finished, get them ready to go. I am going to take you all along as I tag everything. It's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be worth it. I had somebody ask me why I tag everything. Actually, I'll show you. If you're new here, I purchased my tags from Vistaprint, and these tags, they come square, but I round the corners. Well, they come rectangular, but I round the corners myself because the corners are bound to get damaged anyway, so cutting them off just makes it a lot easier. And then I put a little price sticker on there, so if anyone buys anything they want to take the price tag off, or if I want to change the price later, then I can just put a new sticker on and change the price. And then on the back here I have my materials and care instructions, but I put tags on everything because it has my name on it. And in my experience at this festival, at least, most people do not take business cards unless they potentially want to get something from you in the future, which is not that often. Most people, it's instantaneous thing. They see it, they want it, they buy it. Putting my name on that price tag is a plus for advertising. Of course, it is more expensive since you have to actually buy tags. Honestly, I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go through and tag most of my items, definitely not all. I'm not tagging my minis because that would be silly, but I'm tagging pretty much everything else. And I don't know where my train of thought was leaving or going. But I need to also finish editing my last market vlog today, get it up and released tomorrow. So I'm probably going to work on that. Let's see what else I need to do. I need to do a couple other things on my computer. I need to also be thinking about signage. That's what I was going to say. I was going to talk about signs. So I'm also going to have signs on the table. Signs are good for a lot of reasons, but a lot of people will hesitate coming into your booth, especially if you're selling really nice things, because they just assume that's going to be out of their price range or super duper expensive. So I'm going to have signs for my $10 to $15 items. That way people can see that not everything on my table is super expensive, and if they want, they can approach, and if they want to buy something, they'll most likely find something that isn't too expensive. So that's the goal with signs. I got those cute little tables with chalkboard signs, so those are the signs I'm going to be using for things like this. I don't know if consolidate is the right word, but I'm going to make some things the same prices. Last year I did a lot of different prices, but I'm just going to make my life easier, make counting change easier by, I don't know what I was going to say. The brain fog is serious with this cold. Anyways, I'm sure you all can finish my train of thought because I can't right now. I'm going to check in with you all later because I do have to go. I had to run some errands this morning, and then I need to finish on my computer, all that online stuff, and then I can hopefully get tagging today or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But here's the first googly eye monster finished with his little teeth. I'll check in with you shortly. So yesterday I finished my googly eye monsters officially, so they have mouths. I gave one an extra tooth. It looks really scary, so I didn't do that on any of the other ones. They're all finished, which means they can be tagged. which, speaking of being tagged, I literally haven't tagged anything yet, so I need to get on that. It's already the 4th. I need to work on that. But I wanted to show you the turtles. I also finished those guys, so I have these blue ones done. And I finished the purple ones. I don't know if I showed them to you yet. Now I need to put them in their mini bags, which here I have my 3 separate bags. I have day 1, I also have day 2, and day 3 minis. I also worked on an orange kitty. This sitting kitty right here. She's so cute. I gave her some stripes on the back of her head. Super cute. So now I have 2 of these guys. I need to make some more, which is what I'm going to be working on right now in the next couple of days. I have at least 4 more colors that I want to do. But like I mentioned in a previous market vlog, I don't think it was the last one, but the time before that, I don't have to make all of everything. I just need to make some of everything. I'm also going to be upping the price on these a little bit because I was originally charging $22 for them. If you've ever been to a festival, specifically a busy one, you know how hard it is to count the change all at once. So instead of making it harder on myself, I'm going to make it easier. I'm going to either reduce or the opposite of reduce. Wow. Increase. I don't know what my brain is doing. Not thinking, that's for sure. I'll either reduce or increase prices so that they're at 5s or 10s to make math easier. I still have my phone out. I track all of the sales through Square, and at that point I can also use my calculator for it if I need to. The coolest part though, I will say, is that if you do use Square, even though they charge you money now monthly, so annoying. That was not like that before. You can still use like the base function, but if you fill out the inventory in Square, then when you go and you add everything up, you get to keep like a really nice checklist of all the things you sell. So it's really convenient, besides the fact that you don't have to pay for it. So I'm going to activate the free trial when I start tagging. And use that, and then of course cancel it after my festival because I'm not paying $50 a month for something I'm only going to use for 3 days out of the year. Anyways, kind of got sidetracked a little bit there. I have to, like I said, work on these kitties. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I just released my latest market vlog today, which is a day early from what I've been doing recently, so that's nice. And y'all like ninja commented on there. You were just in the comments, just in a second commenting, so y'all have made my day better, that is for sure. I have been feeling not so great the past couple of days. I talked about it a little bit in my last video. There's just some things going on in my personal life and it makes everything else harder to work on, so I'm just trying to focus on the positive. I keep saying it out loud because I want it to be true. Anyways, that is everything I have for now. I'll take you along with me once I start tagging eventually. We'll see when that happens. I have yet to begin tagging, but to be fair, I did crochet quite a lot yesterday, so you know, there's that. I made these 2 kitties. I have a gray one and a black and white one. I made these like 2 days ago / yesterday, you know. And then I also worked on some minis, so I made some mini spiders. Here they are. I ended up making 6 total, 6 spiders. So I think I'm going to put 3 in the first bin, 2 in the second day, and then 1 in the last day. And then I also started working on some axolotls, so mini axolotls here. I made 10 yesterday, 5 of these white and pink ones, and then I also made 5 of these pink ones. These guys are super cute. 2 in the first day, 2 in the second day, and 1 in the last day, because I do plan on making some yellow axolotls, purple ones, blue ones, and green ones. So I still have 20 more to make. Like I mentioned earlier, if I start running out of a specific minis, I'll just pull them out of the day 2 or day 3 bag and restock like that. But that is what I worked on. So the goal right now is to get tagging. I have today and tomorrow where I'm pretty much not doing anything. I don't have to leave the house. I'm not obligated to do anything except for one thing today, and that is a strength training workout because of course I need to lift weights before I start tagging. But once I finish that this morning, I will be home free to just tag everything as much as possible. That is, I need to do a couple of things. I want to film some content with my plushies before they go, so like shorts and stuff, and then I also want to put everything into my Square inventory tracker, so I need to start the free trial for that and then put everything into my inventory because that it just makes life a million times easier with an actual point of sale system. I'm going to take you along with me today if I start tagging and then also tomorrow. So hopefully we can get a lot done in these next 2 days. I really want to work on my giant willow. I want to finish it before this festival, and to do that I need to be finished tagging because that takes priority right now. I need the minis bin finished and tags to be done. I will check in with you all in a little bit here when I start hopefully tagging today. You'll have to excuse this mess that I have all around me because I'm emptying out my black bin, and this bin I fill, that was horrible. This bin I fill with all of my essential stuff, and I'm sorry about the lighting. It's terrible in here. I'm in my spare room. But I fill this bin with all of my essential things, such as a toolkit in case something breaks and I need a hammer or a screwdriver or something. I have my random pieces that I use on setup. So these guys are shower curtain hooks. These guys right here. I use these to hang up plushies on my grid wall, which last year I had 2 of them, and this year I'm just gonna have 1, and I'm just gonna be hanging snugglers on it. But these are the most perfect hooks if you all needed a suggestion to hang your plushies. They obviously don't have any sharp edges or like hooks on the end, so it's not gonna hurt your plushie, and you just put it right on, or like in the plushie, and it hooks right on there. I also have some cleaning wipes. I'll be putting a roll of paper towels in here too. And then I also have a ton of signs, which I'm gonna go through and decide what I'm really actually gonna use this year. I also have clear plastic bags for if somebody wants to take a bag. Highly recommend getting clear ones so that other people can see your work while people are walking around. It's kind of like free marketing in a sense. I mean, you still gotta pay for the bags, but you know. I also have my safe, which I don't have the key right now, but I did save cash in here so I wouldn't have to go to my bank this year. So I'm gonna break into this later and see how much I have in there. But for an event this large, I usually bring around 350, 400 in cash. And the reason I'm saying it out loud is because the festival will be over by the time you all see this video. I would not announce how much money I'm carrying on me unless I was finished, you know, safety and stuff. But if you're going to a huge event, you definitely want to make sure you bring enough change. Dollars, fives, tens, and even 20s. Sometimes people will come up and they will pay with a $100 bill and they'll buy like a $10 item from you. So you want to kind of keep that in mind if you are planning on doing an event this large. The reason I say that though is because a lot of people ask me for advice, so I'll fill this video with some advice. And this is before. Ignore the tablecloths. Let's get tagging. and help from my sister, we have decided to finish for today and finish whatever's left tomorrow because that was a lot. We went through 4 full bags. So I ended up putting all the unicorns, cows, and snugglers / baby blankets in a bag. So those guys are all in there. And the nice thing about these bags, not only are they a whole lot bigger for comparison, here's kind of the difference. They are taller and a little bit bigger, plus they're clear, which makes things easier. But their handles wrap all the way around the entire bag, which hopefully means that the handles won't break off because these ones, they were actually just snapping right off after a certain amount of time. So if you all want to link to these, I can link it if you want. I still have the sea creatures, dragons, and then the miscellaneous stuff. I also still have 2 other bins of stuff to do. So we had a long list, but we're getting there. Hopefully gonna finish this tomorrow, but we'll see. For now, I'm gonna go crochet a little bit. So I will check in with you all tomorrow. Last night I worked on some axolotls, and by some I mean these 5 right here. So I made a bunch of yellow and orange ones, yellow and peach ones, whatever. I still have 15 more to make. I have the purple, the blue, and the green ones left, but we're moving along. We're getting there. And then I spent all morning working on some tagging with my sister. She helped out a little bit. We are pretty much 6 bags in, and I think I have at least 4 more left to fill. 5 more left to fill? I don't know, we'll see. I am gonna go through and I'm gonna actually sink all the eyes in on these sharks because I think they look better like this. So they're tagged, but I'm gonna actually finish them. And then I also have my jellyfish, which, speaking of jellyfish, I need to make some more smaller ones. I mean, I really haven't made any smaller ones, but I found that the small jellyfish seem to be really popular, so that's one of the things I need to make. I need to finish the axolotls in my minis bin, jellyfish, and then I also want to finish the giant willow, if at all possible, my green one I'm working on, because I'd really like to take that with me too, but we shall see what happens. I normally bring a few projects with me and work on them during the festival because there's a few hours in there where nothing is happening, usually in the morning and then later in the evening. But the problem that I'm having is bringing that much stuffing. I have to bring a lot of stuffing to work on the giant willow, so maybe if I can just get the body finished and finish stuffing, and then I can work on the details on Wednesday. I don't know, we'll see, but I need to finish tagging for sure. That is the update for now. I'm gonna check in with you all soon, and hopefully the next time I check in with you, the tagging is finished, because I have a lot of things left to tag. All the sea turtles down here, all these axolotls. I haven't even touched my dragons yet. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot. I have multiple bits of good news for you all, and first and foremost, I finished my axolotls. So I finished all the green ones, all the blue ones, all the purple ones. So now I have a total of 30? Yes, I have a total of 30. 6 different colors, 5 of each. But that's what the minis are looking like. If I have the opportunity to, I might make some more jellyfish. This guy right here, because they all sold out. I mean, this is the last one that I had left over from last year, so I might make more jellyfish. We'll see. I was also thinking about making chickens, but I would have to design a new pattern for that because my other market make, it's a little bit too big, so it'll take too long to crochet as many chickens as I would need or want to make. But I also started working on my giant willow again, so I picked up my green yarn again, and I will show that to you all later once I get it worked on a little bit more. I'm just working on the legs right now, so it's not really a fun update, but I will update you on the dragon as I work on it, of course. I have to finish tagging today as well. I still have my oppas here. They need their tags, and then let me show you the rest of the space. So this is what we're looking like right now. I have 5, and I have a 6th bag and a 7th bag that are half full, so I guess you could say I have 6 bags full so far, and these are pretty heavy, but this is what I've been strength training for, you all. I have been weightlifting since July of last year. That's what that was for. It's for this day. Well, 3 days. I still have to tag all of my axolotls, which as you can see I have a whole lot. I also have to tag all of my sea turtles, which I also have a whole lot of those. And then underneath I have dragons and some like random stuff, bears, bunnies, etc. So I'm gonna try and get all of this finished today. We'll see what happens. But I did go through and make more tags, and by make I mean prep them. I don't know if I talked about this at all, but I round the corners and I put a sticker on the price tag so people can remove them if they want. I used this corner rounder. I think we got it from Michael's. It's my sister's though, so I didn't buy it personally, but that thing is great. I mean, it takes a hot minute to go through all these tags and round the corners, but you just try and get a system in place. I do that because the corners are going to get destroyed in transit and storage, being on the table. So taking the corners off just means that they'll look nicer. I don't know if I talked about this either, but I do tag almost everything, pretty much everything but the minis, because it has my name on there. And in my personal experience, I have found that not too many people take business cards from you unless they want to look at your stuff online. So when you have someone making an impulse purchase and you have your tag on there with your name on it, highly recommend. It is a little bit more work. It's a little bit more expensive because you got to go and buy the tags, but I think it's worth it because you have your marketing on your tag and when people buy stuff. And occasionally someone will ask me to take the tag off, which is totally fine, but for the most part people take the tags, and there you go. But that is everything. I haven't done too much with the tagging since I last talked with you all, so I'm going to work on that today. Like I said, hopefully finish it today. I know I'm going to have a very busy weekend, and I just don't know how much time I'm going to have to do everything I want to do, so I just want to make sure I'm focusing on what needs to be done and hopefully finishing it today. Finishing it today would be nice, but that is what everything is looking like. And I think before I go, I need to put all my plushies out and just like see them all out together. I think that would be epic. A mess and a lot of work, but I think it would be super cool. I don't know, we'll see what happens. I will check in with you all in a little bit. I'll just take you along again as we finish up tagging. I'm gonna get my sister again, hopefully, and we're gonna pump it out. I am officially finished with the tagging process. Round of applause, please. My fingers hurt. My head hurts. I'm so tired, but it's done. We have 10.5 bags full. I expect to have at least one more bag for this dragon and the green one that I'm working on. My dad said that I should prioritize the green one, so obviously I'm gonna take his advice. But I have all the things tagged. We tagged about 550 or so items, give or take. Yeah, that was a lot of effort. Like I already said, tired of staring at all of these plushies. But before I leave on Wednesday, I do really want to see them all together before they officially go. So I might tear this all apart and lay everything out just so I can see it. I have to go get some food. I am hungry, so I'm gonna go do that. I'm gonna relax, crochet for a bit, chill out for the rest of the day, and I will update you all tomorrow. Well, actually, you know, let me show you my inventory sheet first. I finally finished putting the inventory all together, and there's our grand total, $20,000.43. That made 0 cents. You guys can tell my brain is fried. $20,043. There we go. Got it right. We have a total item count of 867. 270 minis. Look at that, guys. This is my minis count. 270. I'd love to hit the 300 mark, but we'll see about that. That is actually the update for now. That's my list. I do need to put all of this into Square as well before I leave. It's gonna be a lot of effort, but it'll be worth it because it'll be a lot easier to keep track of everything with an actual point of sale system versus a notepad and a pen. So anyways, I'll check in with you all later, keep you updated on the Square stuff and also that dragon I'm working on. So we'll check in with you soon. I have decided to switch things up a little bit for a lot of things. First things first, this giant dragon here. I've decided that I'm going to stop taking pattern photos and just crochet this thing and get it finished. One of the reasons is that I took photos a long time ago of this part of the body and the head, and I don't think I can be consistent enough over time. If that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But the other thing is that I would just like it finished, and I am seriously considering naming this Wisteria the Wood Dragon, and if I'm gonna do that, it needs to be purple. It's a requirement. So I've decided to just finish this green one, and I will work on a purple one when I get back. I will pour a lot more love and effort and time into it and get pattern photos after my festival and then get this pattern tested and everything. But I worked on the wings a bit. Here you can kind of see there is a difference. I added some single crochet rounds in here along with the increases so that the wing is a little bit longer. Kind of wanted it to be bigger, but also I wanted it to kind of look a little bit more folded up. This one I feel like kind of looks like it's really spread out, but this one I feel like it kind of looks like it's a little folded up. Hopefully it looks like what I think it looks like. I know it's not 100% anatomically correct for a winged creature, but I think this is really cool looking. Worst thing though is that I had to restart the wing because there were 2 different colors in the same ball of yarn. I don't know if you can tell, but this one over here is a lot darker than this one, and that was very noticeable when I was crocheting it. I was like, one wing is going to be darker pink, the other one's going to be lighter pink. They're not going to look the same. So I decided to start again with the lighter color, and I actually don't have enough yarn to finish the wing. I still have to do the tail detail, which I'm going to attempt to use the darker one on and hopefully use it all and not run out. Hopefully not lose yarn chicken, but I definitely don't have enough of the lighter version for another wing, so I'm going to be going to Michael's in the next couple of days, getting that new yarn. Hopefully I can finish this dragon. If I can get every other detail sewn on and made, then I should be fine to still be able to finish this before my festival. I also have been going through my inventory. I finished yesterday, and there are some things that I'm missing that I would like to work on, so if I hit a point where I can't progress on this anymore, then I'll just put it aside and work on those things. Let me take you to my spare room. I want to show you something real quick. Buddy and I apologize for the lighting again. It is terrible in here. Hello, buddy. He's also not supposed to be in here. I just left the door open for like 10 seconds. You know how cats are. First things first, I have my minis. So I have sorted them all. This will be my day 1 minis, and they're both the exact same in each bin for the most part. And I also have my spares in a bag here. I just decided to fill these up until I liked how full they looked for day 1. Eventually we'll come to a point where I don't have that many minis left, and I'll just switch to the 1 bin. The 2 bins means less things are likely to fall out when people are digging through them. I also want to show you my inventory because I have a little bit of a plan. Here I have Lucy. She also snuck in here. Look, she looks so sweet and innocent, but she picks fights in our house. She's like the main fight picker. Anyways, here's my inventory. I have 10.5 bags. I got my apples up there. I actually am going to take all of these apart, and I want to put them in their bins differently. Right now I have a unicorn bin there, and then a cow bin somewhere else. Dragons. What I want to do is I want to put the smaller items together in one bin. I'm looking to refill the shelves. It's going to be really tedious to look for my unicorn bin and my cow bin and my dragon bin and my sea turtle bin. So I'm going to attempt to combine specifically the unicorns, cows, and dragons, the smaller pieces, and then also my floppier ones. You can kind of see Bailey the unicorn in there. I want to put all of those style of plushies in one bin so that it's easier to find. I'm going to do that sometime today, hopefully, and get this situated because it really is a mess and it's going to be very difficult to work with this unless I fix it. So I think there's only 2 bins here, maybe 3 bins that are fine. More than half of them need to be rearranged for ease. I'm gonna do that today. I'm gonna take everything apart, but I also just want to see it all together out of its bags, and I'm sure you all do too. So it feels like a worthy cause. I'll check in with you in a little bit when hopefully I'm doing that, or I have a dragon update. We'll see. I have some random updates for you, and first and foremost is this yarn. Look at it. It's amazing. So at my Walmart, they had this yarn half off. It was originally, I think, $34 something, and I got it for $17 each. And technically, no, I didn't need blanket yarn specifically, but just look at these colors. Look at them, they're beautiful. Plus, that was a steal for yarn. These are 1,000 grams each. 547 yards. They're amazing. So I'm going to use these eventually. Maybe work on a snuggler at one point. I'm kind of wanting to make one before my festival, but it's cutting it close, so we'll see about that. Today I'm switching things up and I'm working on some small raccoons, so River the raccoons. I did not have any of those made for my festival, and they do sell pretty well. I mean, they sold okay last time. I don't have any more, so obviously they sold okay. But I have the larger raccoons and I don't have any little ones, so we have to go out today, so I'm going to be bringing this project with me and work on it in the car and stuff, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to attempt to make 5, but we'll see how many I actually end up making. That's gonna be like a 2 or 3 day thing, making 5, so I don't know, we'll see. I think the most I've ever made in that style of plushie is 3 in a day, so I don't know, we'll figure it out. I haven't shown you my plushies yet because it's not nice in there yet with the lighting. The sun isn't all the way up yet. So I will check in with you all in a little bit, hopefully later today, show you the chaos that I created, and then we'll have to put it all back in their bins and sort them better this time. Also, quick update on the giant green dragon I'm working on. That one is not finished still, but I'm getting pretty close. I have all the legs made, one of the wings, the body's finished, and so is the tail detail. So I'm going to show that to you potentially on the screen if I take any clips. Yeah, I'll check in with you in a little bit. Here is the chaos that I created a couple days ago. All of my plushies, well, nearly all of them, are out and I can see them all together before they go. And technically I already spoiled you all. If you're on my Instagram, then you saw the photos, but I feel like video is a little bit different, right? But yesterday I ended up making 3 raccoons, these guys right here, and I just finished tagging them. So they can all go hang out with the other smaller plushies down there. Here is a closer look at everything. I have a bunch of sea turtles, of course, my jellyfish, a bunch of my snugglers here, my extra large plushies, which, you know, I feel like I have a lot more extra large plushies than I probably needed. Hopefully they sell well. I have on my chair a bunch of random plushies along with my floppy style, which somebody suggested I need to do a willow in that style. Yes, I 100% agree. When I get back from this festival, I'm going to be designing again, so we'll see what I end up working on. Down here I have all my smaller items, and then I also have my really small items in that bag there, which I did not want to empty because I barely got to close the first time. So technically, like I said, not everything is out, but most of it. And I also have my minis over here, which I divided into day 1 and spares. I was talking about before doing 3 bags each, but I wanted to do 2 bins on the table again, and I wanted them to look full. So I just filled them up equally until they both look pretty full, and then all the spares are over here. So those spares will likely go out day 2 and day 3. I'm gonna just see what sells and keep the minis bin as balanced as possible. This is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you all so much for watching to the end. I can't believe that festival days, technically 3 days. I can't believe we're just a few days out from it. It's insane. I feel like this year has just gone by so fast, and I know I had bigger goals, but seeing everything together, I don't even know how I'm gonna transport this amount, and I can't even imagine 10K more. So speaking of totals, I am at 20,100 something. I'll put it on the screen for monetary value, and I have about 870 items. I'm expecting to be closer to 21,000 by the time the festival is actually here, because I'm working on that other giant willow, which I will show you in the next video. It's not finished, so I'm sure you guys will be fine. My plan is to release this video the week after another vlog for a festival vlog, and potentially the results will be in that vlog, or I'll do one more video with the results. It just kind of depends on how long that vlog is going to be after this one. So that's my plan. I am sorry for skipping a video as well, skipping a week. I just have been crocheting and tagging, as you all know, and I just really don't want to spend 2 days straight editing this vlog to put it up early. Sorry, it's just how it's gotta be. But that is everything I have for you. Make sure to check out my coffee shop, spelled KO-FI. I have a discount code for all you wonderful people who watch to the end, and that is single crochet in all caps. You'll get 10% off your total order. Thank you all so much for your support, for being here, for your kind words, all of it. It just makes it all worth it. It's a little bit less stressful having you all by my side too. That is officially it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in my next vlog, which will be a festival day vlog. I can't believe it. I will see you then.